one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is.
Ras day 6, stage number 6. One of the longest stages today, 155 kilometers. Not the hilliest of days. It's flat actually for the first 100 kilometers, and then in the last 50k it starts to get well, there's 5 categorized climbs in the last 50k. So I think today is going to be a pretty chilled start, but then also a hard finish. We're starting today with a somewhat depleted team. There's only me, Jake and Will starting today. Why aren't you starting?
Somebody fell off in front of me. Thought it'd be a great idea to throw my hand into the spokes.
So what have you done? Explain to the camera, explain to the viewers what you've done.
Right, so the crash in front of me on the left hand side, as everybody swept across, I slammed the brakes on, flew over the bars, somebody hit into the back of me and hand went through the forks into the spokes. Got a nice big cut across there, 11 stitches. 11 stitches. No tendon damage, yeah. Got all the feeling in my fingers, can move them, so. Is it painful? It was very painful. It's not so bad now. Good work, boys.
Oh,
how was it?
It's alright, yeah.
Happy?
Give it a few digs. The final climb was like 15k to go. Give it a few digs down a descent. Got a bit of a gap at one point, but there's too many strong guys in this race. And that's stage 6 done and dusted. I didn't film a video yesterday because I wanted to take just one day off, and I thought yesterday was going to be the most sort of relaxed day, the day where the least is going on, because it was just a relatively flat day all day. The breakaway went, and we just sort of sat in the bunch, pretty chilled out for 135 kilometers, and then the last 15k, like all hell broke loose. I punctured, and then as I punctured, there was a crash with one of my teammates, Joe. He'd been in the breakaway all day. He came back into the bunch, and then yeah, there was just big pile up. I got stuck behind that. Then literally 2 kilometers later, there was another big pile up where half the peloton just got taken out. My other teammate Fraser, he was in that, and as a consequence, those 2 guys didn't start today's stage. So we started today's race with a bit of a depleted team, with only me, Jake and Will left, the 3 of us. So that has kind of put us on a back foot. But yeah, today's stage, picked up a bit of a sore throat yesterday. As you can probably tell, my voice is a little bit croaky. I don't feel too bad, but I just sound worse than I think I am. So today's stage, it was 150 kilometers. Now for the first 100 kilometers it was absolutely pan flat, and then the last 50k there was 5 categorized climbs in that 50k. The last one coming about 15k from the finish. So, you know, we expected quite an easy start. We expected a breakaway to go away, and then the leading GC teams to control the break and then bring it back ahead of the hills, which sort of happened and it sort of didn't. The break went, and the break actually stayed away quite a lot longer than I think the top teams anticipated and wanted it to. When we reached the hills, just through, you know, natural selection, the war of attrition, people started getting dropped, and eventually I found myself in a front group of about 40 guys. I was feeling really good yesterday, so my sort of plan was to hit out on the final climb. I think it was the second cat climb, like attack sort of halfway or 3/4 of the way up, try and bring a few guys with me, and then just go hard on the descent into the finish and hopefully stay away. I went away on the climb, I attacked on the climb, a couple of guys came with me, then like one guy got dropped I think, and it ended up just being me and one of a rider. We were chasing the breakaway. The depleted bunch was behind us. They initially didn't respond, which allowed us to get that gap. We were working pretty well together, but yeah, like eventually the Swiss national team, which you know, they're leading, one of their riders is leading the GC. They decided to start riding, and we got brought back about 8k from the finish, which obviously is disappointing. But it was a case of I just felt really good yesterday, and I didn't want to like burn up all of that. I didn't want to burn all my matches too soon because I felt good. I didn't just want to waste that energy. So I thought I'd just wait and hit out on the final climb. But there's a couple of strong teams here which have GC ambitions, and like as soon as a move goes that they're not happy with, they just ride it back, and that's a case of what happened yesterday. We came into the finish with the group of 40 riders, and then the plan was then to set up Jake for the sprint. But like me, Will, and Jake were all in that front group in the finale. So the plan was to set up Jake for the sprint, but unfortunately he got a little bit boxed in the final kilometre, and yeah, I mean, I think I came in like 25th, just sort of in the middle of that front group. But tomorrow is the Queen stage. It's the biggest day of the tour so far. I'm currently sitting about 30th in GC and 15th in the under 23, so I'm definitely going to be looking for opportunities to move up the GC, and in particular the under 23 GC rankings. But until then, thanks for watching, and that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.